Hi, I'm Michael Coker, Mayor of the City of Mulberry, here to give you some important information about permitting within the Mulberry city limits. So on January 1st, we had issued a moratorium on permitting. What that is it's just a brief pause that allows us to go ahead and make sure we have the infrastructure in place to start taking permitting applications. Over time, we've slowly rolled back that permitting process. For example, permits that were already pending with Gwinnett County. Those are already being processed and issued. Inspections are being completed. In fact, last I heard, Clark Patterson Lee has performed over 300 inspections already just within the city of Mulberry. So you can see things are working hard, things are moving forward. The next item that was released was emergency permits. So let's say that you had an emergency situation like a tree fell on your house or you had an electrical fire. Obviously, we want to get our citizens back into their houses as quickly as possible. So that section of the moratorium was also lifted. So if you have an emergency situation, you could go ahead and get your permit. Well, great news. Over the next week and a half or 2 weeks, preferably by the middle of February, we should be able to start to roll back an additional permit request. And that would be new residential permits for, say, interior finishes or electrical work or those items that our residents might be seeking. These would be the smaller permit type jobs for if you wanted to do something at your house or if you wanted some additional information. As I stated, those should be ready sometime around mid-February. So again, we'll lift that section of the moratorium as it applies to those residential type permits. Then, as we continue on, the next item that will be lifted will be the permits for larger developments, neighborhoods, businesses, those kinds of things. And so that permitting process will continue to be lifted. The last item that are likely to be lifted will be zoning variances. So obviously to get a zoning board in place, it's extremely complicated and time consuming. So that requires the most time and the most infrastructure as far as getting that up and running before someone can file an application for a rezone. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me or call the Mulberry City Hall office at the number listed here below. We would be happy to help you and answer any additional questions you have. And again, thank you for all you've done to make Mulberry a success thus far, and we look forward to continue as neighbors in the city of Mulberry.